When I first moved in with my mother after she turned 80, I didn't think bathing would ever become an issue. She'd been a nurse her whole life. Cleanliness was second nature to her. But as the years went on, I began to notice the little signs. The untouched towel hanging in the bathroom for days. The faint, sour smell on her sweater. The way she brushed off my reminders with a wave of her hand. "I'm fine," she'd say. "I just showered yesterday." But yesterday had been 4 days ago. When I finally brought it up to her doctor, I expected him to tell me she needed to bathe daily. Instead, he shook his head. "Actually," he said, "most older adults don't need to bathe every day. In fact, it can do more harm than good." That surprised me. He explained that as we age, our skin loses oil and elasticity, making it thinner and more fragile. Frequent bathing, especially with hot water or harsh soaps, can dry out the skin, cause itching, and even create cracks that invite infection. The doctor leaned back in his chair and said something that stuck with me. Clean isn't always about soap and water. It's about care and consistency. He recommended that my mother take a full shower or bath 2 to 3 times a week, no more. On the other days, she could do what he called a refresh routine. That meant washing the face, hands, underarms, groin, and feet daily with a soft cloth and mild cleanser. "That's enough to stay fresh and hygienic," he said. "The goal is to feel good, not to scrub away what little protection the skin still has." At first, Mom hated the idea. She'd been taught that cleanliness was next to godliness, and bathing less felt like laziness. But when I helped her develop a new routine, she began to notice the benefits. We switched to warm, not hot, water. I replaced her perfumed soaps with a gentle moisturizing body wash for sensitive skin. We kept soft towels and added a non-slip mat in the shower. The biggest change was the schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays became bath days. The other mornings, she'd do her refresh routine at the sink with a warm cloth and her favorite lavender lotion. Within a month, her skin stopped flaking. The constant itching on her arms disappeared. Even her mood improved, because instead of seeing bathing as a tiring chore, it became a manageable ritual. The doctor was right. Overbathing had been draining her physically. Now, she could conserve energy and still feel clean. But hygiene wasn't the only thing we had to think about. Safety was a big part of it too. Many seniors fall in the bathroom, not because they're clumsy, but because wet floors and unsteady footing make even simple movements dangerous. So we added a shower chair and grab bars, and I installed a handheld shower head so she could sit while bathing. When I asked the doctor how often older adults should wash their hair, he smiled again. "Every 7 to 10 days is fine," he said, "unless there's heavy sweating or dandruff. The scalp, like the skin, needs its oils." That advice shocked me as much as the bathing schedule, but it made sense. After all, my mother's silver hair looked shinier and healthier once she stopped washing it too often. Still, hygiene isn't just physical, it's emotional. Bathing is one of the last private acts people cling to as they age. When it becomes difficult, it's not just a cleanliness issue, it's about dignity. For months, I had to convince my mother that accepting help didn't mean losing her independence. One night, as I helped her adjust the water temperature, she said softly, "I used to bathe your brother when he was little. Now you're doing the same for me. Funny how life turns around." Her words stayed with me. I realized bathing wasn't only about hygiene, it was a bridge between generations, a quiet act of love. Now, 2 years later, we still follow the same routine. 3 full baths a week, gentle skincare, and daily refresh wipes. It's a rhythm that keeps her body healthy and her mind calm. And I've learned something too. Cleanliness isn't measured by how often you bathe. It's how well you care for yourself in the process. Older adults don't need daily showers to stay healthy. They need mindful care that respects the body's changes. Whenever someone asks me how often seniors should bathe, I tell them the same thing my mother's doctor told me: 2 to 3 times a week, just enough to stay clean, not enough to strip away comfort. And if they raise an eyebrow, I just smile because I've seen what that simple advice can do, not just for skin, but for peace of mind. Now, when I pass by the bathroom on bath day, I still hear her humming softly as the water runs. She's clean, safe, and happy. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.